Mike in Check family, what's good? Bhelekazi here, and it is the Pulse, and we are chilling with the homie, the fam, J1 the God, and this is our interview with him. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. So, we've known you as a producer, and now you've ventured into your artistry and becoming an artist yourself. How is that jump for you going? Is it a bit uncomfortable, or are you used to it? Because some people who are used to working behind the scenes get uncomfortable when they're in front of the scenes because that's where their comfort zone is. How was that journey like for you?
There's a lot of different stages. Personally, for me, I'm very used to it by now. But I think the typical thing I struggle with now is adjusting the world around me. So basically, making people remember that I'm a rapper too, instead of just a producer. So a lot of times, if I meet up with somebody to do something, they're only really thinking about, the production side of things. So for instance, I don't get a lot of free beats. A lot of rappers get a lot of free beats. You understand? So
Yeah.
me, I'm not. You look at me, you're like, this nigga can make his own beats, type of shit. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I get
niggas
it.
must, like.
I get it. I get it. I
So
get
it's
it.
some shit too. But yeah, it's like it's small things like that. But generally, um, I take it as it goes. Like I'm so into it by now. I really don't think about it anymore. I can
Anymore.
change anytime I want to. I just call myself a rapper, producer, whatever.
Yeah.
As long as I know I can do it and back it up, I'll take that title.
All right, right. So you've done work with Contra Gang as well as Indo and Innuendos, and now you're like doing your own solo project. And as an artist, like which one do you kind of prioritize first? Which one do you push first? Like what happens when one of the groups drops something and then you still have a project that you're still supposed to drop the very next week? Which one do you feel like you should push first? Is that ever like a debate for you in your head?
Okay, well, I think there's always number one, right? And you always have to push number one. But all of these groups that you end up joining, you have to join them because it's beneficial to number one. So at the end of the day, you have to push them according to priority. So, for instance, with Country Gang, if it just so happens to be that, okay, these are the deadlines, then I have to dedicate to that because it's in my best interest that I put my best work into
Of
that
course.
and make sure it comes out quality so that the next project we do on a higher platform to do the next thing on a, in a better kind of way like that. So, um, I just it's just I just have to make sure my shit is in order. Then it's not very difficult to prioritize really.
Yeah.
It's just about getting the work out and making sure that it's quality work. That's pretty much the criteria.
Yeah. So regardless of which one comes out first, you still give your all to you make it as if it's like my last record. This is my last track. This is my last verse I'll ever be on, and you just put your all in it.
Yeah, because you always want to have a vision, and no matter what you're doing, besides from that, like whatever you're doing for cash, whatever quick things you do, you always have to balance it with whatever long-term vision and project you're trying to execute. So yeah. So I think it just comes to I think the day-to-days of it, I just leave that up to, however I might innovate on the day. But I do have like a way to structure myself so that I complete my goals,
Yeah.
while I'm creating and, innovating and stuff.
Got it, got it. So while you're in your creative space, like what inspires you? Like what has influenced you and your music and your lyrics and what like inspires you?
Um, let's see. I would say, it comes from working with other people. A lot of that, like yeah, like I find myself really being influenced by the people I work with very often.
Few people actually say that.
Really,
Few people say that what
what do people
inspires
usually say?
something that inspires them is actually being in the council of others and being
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what you like. Usually it's like something that happened to me in the past inspired me, but then like you saying
Oh,
that
yeah.
like
Well, I think
when I
that.
work with other people and we mush
Yes.
together and we gel together, like that inspires me to be a better.
And to be honest, I'm not the easiest person to collaborate with. That
Yeah.
comes from being a producer because
Of course.
when you're a producer, you kind of have to sometimes you have to put your own creative ideas aside. But you have to be able to observe the greater picture and make sure it's good for the greater picture and stuff like that. So, yeah. It's, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Mike and Check's slogan is quality and authenticity above anything.
That's
What do what is who is J1 the God authentically? Like who is he authentically to his core?
J1thaGod is a title. I wear it like a title. And it's a self-discovery thing. Me, to be honest, when I decided that I'm J1thaGod and I put together the whole title like that, it was just something I just felt like I could do. But as soon as it happened, everything else kind of fell into place, and I started to figure out why it is like that. So for me, it's the combination of every journey I've gone through in my life. Music just being the you know the one thing that I can feel like I conduct it all together with, like you conduct all of your emotions and what you're going through in your life and the plans that you make for your future and stuff, and you can really like put it all into that part. So it's that self-discovery through that that place that you can only go through music, and yeah, that's it's a very intangible thing, but like it's that's really what I feel like I live every day. It's that discovery of that. So it can be really anything, from who I am back at home to trying to be the best musician I can be to yeah. So
So
it's
to
just
staying true to yourself. And who you
yeah, and being open to discover what what else I might end up
Yeah.
becoming.
Yeah.
Like
What do you think about the musical landscape of Cape Town right now? Like, what do you think about music right now and the industry right now? What are your takes on it? I want to hear.
I'm not sure what industry you're talking about. to
No,
be
no,
quite
no. Like
honest.
the music, especially hip hop
Yeah.
in Cape Town right now. The landscape. Like, what do you think about it?
I don't even participate. Like, I've got, I guess the industry I know is my own network.
Okay.
Anything outside of that is just, I guess potential network, or it's just something I'm just not involved in.
Yeah.
Like, I prefer to lead my own direction, and link up with the relevant people, appropriate people to get to where I need to go. But otherwise, I don't know too much about Cape Town hip hop industry. I don't know.
It's okay
You can
too.
tell me better. Like I really don't know.
It's okay too.
It's just it's a bunch of us who are trying to do our thing, and there's this talk about we're very cliquey. I guess we don't feel the natural need yet to all pull together. So I think people must just carry on doing what they're doing, but being conscious of the fact that money doesn't move so easily in Cape Town. People are running to Joburg, things like that. We don't have to run away from the conversations, but we can carry on being ourselves. We don't have to, all of a sudden change your way of being just because people said that people are cliquey or such and such and such.
Have you considered like leaving the scene and trying to make it to the Joburg scene? Have you considered it?
Yeah, definitely. The thing is, I'm from a lot of places, man. So for me to say I'm going to Joburg, it's almost like saying I'm going home.
Okay.
So there's no need for me to do that. If I can be in Cape Town and I still have people in Joburg, then surely I can go back and forth and hustle both cities as
Yeah.
much as I need to. So I never really need to lock myself down to one city, and I don't plan to. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So any work in the pipelines, new work that's coming through? What are you working? What are you cooking up in there? What are you cooking up in there?
Okay.
Because
then-
y'all should see the setup in there. Like I'm just saying. Like what are you cooking up in there?
No, I'm constantly working. Right now, today, actually, we're working with Yannick, the rap mechanic. Tunzi and Yannick have a song, in the pipelines. It's very close to being done. Very dope. I've also got an EP that I helped Litsopa produce, and we're going to do a follow-up after that. But it's
Yeah.
called Tswelopele,
Alright.
the Tswelopele EP. It's gonna come out very, very soon. We're almost done with that.
Okay.
But besides from that, I'm just working on, singles to put out, material like that. I'm not gonna put out any solo material as in like a body of work, any kind of rap material, maybe beat tapes.
Yeah.
You know, maybe until next year, because there's still I've got so many projects, man.
Yeah.
There's
You got a lot on your plate.
there's a lot. Like there's even the Contra Gang album that we're working on.
Yeah.
So that's still in production, but we are moving very steadily. We've got a lot of tracks that we've got planned to shoot and to
Yeah.
put out. You know, like right now there's campaign. There's the video for campaign is
Alright.
you know, we're finally doing the
Blast off is
production. Thank you. Yeah. So Blast Off also we've got a production plan for that. We just need to get all the fellas
Nice.
together
Nice.
into one city, because there's a lot of us.
Yeah, there is.
and shoot the video, because yeah, you know, we want to make sure that it's dope and as many of us are involved as possible. But otherwise, we're working, man. There's a lot. Like, we're really going to be rolling out a lot of work. I'm personally working on like 8 projects up until August or something like that. So it's we're going to be putting out a lot.
Yeah. So where can people like get a hold of your music or get in touch with you, like socials? You know, the whole shebang.
No, the social medias are easy. That's J1thaGod. So Facebook, J1thaGod. Instagram, J1thaGod. Twitter, J1thaGod. SoundCloud is J1. That's J-ONE-SA. So J1SA, like that. And you can find all my music there, you know, or reach me. Yeah.
Since you've been in this for for so long, do you have any like pearls of wisdom for anyone young comer ups?
Oh, okay. Don't ever let your imagination die. Ever. Like, that is your life force. Like, as soon as that thing stops, you can probably get it going again, but you'll never feel the same, and you're gonna have to figure out. But never let your imagination die. Like, keep practicing, keep making it into something. You know, that's just that's life.
Yeah, well, you heard the man. Never let your imagination die. Well, this is Bhelekazi signing up for the Pulse interview with J1thaGod. Thank you so much. It was a nice session. Peace.